Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mia Torres and thank you guys for watching another video. I know I have been absent for a couple months, but I am definitely ready to get back on and start doing more content for you guys. You guys can obviously see I already did one eye off camera. I wanted to see what I was going to do today, so this is what we came up with. I'm still deciding if I'm going to add jewels later on, just to make it a little bit more dramatic. So we'll go ahead and see. But I'm so happy to be back and making content. I have missed doing videos for such a long time, so it really feels good to sit down and just play with makeup. So for the palette that I'm using today is by Morphe. This is the 13.8. It's a little dusty and crusty. But these are all cool tones, so I'm going to go ahead and use these today. I'm going to go ahead and use this shade. We're actually only using two shades today, which is this warm brown and then this baby blue. So for my primer for my eyes, I'm using the Alley Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fairest. And I'm just using my beauty blender just to blend out any creases we have. I'm not going to set that because I want to get the most out of the color. So I am taking my, I gotta clean this too, my Morphe X Jaclyn Hill brush in JH40. It just looks like this. I'm gonna go into that brown. And we're gonna go ahead and start in the crease first. Now it's gonna look really crazy at first, but that's okay. Gonna use this shade all over my crease. That looks patchy as hell. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go in with a different brush once. Okay, so now that we kind of have it laid, I'm gonna blend it a little bit more. I'm going in with another Jaclyn Hill X Morphe. This is the JH33. Pack on that shade and just blend this out. And then I'm gonna pack it also right here. And then I'm gonna use the same, what is it called? Concealer to cut my crease. My crease needs to be a little bit more darker. Okay. The brush that I'm using is from Ioni. I hope that's how it's pronounced. This is not cute. Hold on. Oh, I guess it's on the other side too, but still. Me. New polishes. Don't you hate when certain eyeshadow doesn't stick to like your eyelid right? We're gonna move on. But I've been using this new brand called Ioni. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. This is how it's spelled. It's mostly in the 99-cent store right now, but so far the brushes and their eyelashes have been so good. I'll show you guys our eyelashes that I have in a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and use the same concealer and I'm gonna carve out this. Okay, so I'm just using this brush to cut my crease with the same concealer. This brush has been such a lifesaver to me. My son has ruined so many of my flat brushes. Like he's bit them and then chewed off the bristles and stuff like that, so. And a lot of the products from this brand are super inexpensive. I believe the eyelashes are $129. And for the quality that you get from those, they should be more expensive. To me, that's how good they are. They mostly just have eyelashes right now and brushes. I know they do have some lip care stuff, like this lip scrub that I have is obviously a lip scrub. So I like that one so far. And they have like tweezers or, you know, they also come out with blushes and some other stuff that I'll show you. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with that blue shade I love baby blue shades like this. Kind of reminds me of the early 90s. How this shade was like super poppin'. I miss the 90s. Like the era of all the makeup and the clothing and the music that came out. I wish I was old enough during that era, but I was not. I'm gonna go back into that brown shade with the Morphe M433. Oh yeah, that is what it's called. No, it's called the JH33. And I'm just gonna blend that out so there's no harsh lines. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my eyeliner. I'm using the Epic Ink eyeliner from NYX, and hopefully I can get these to be somewhat straight, identical. That's what I should have said. But this one's bleeding a lot. I don't know why. It's like going into all of my fine lines. And I have a lot, apparently. So because it's bleeding so much, I'm using two different eyeliners. I'm also using the e.l.f. liquid eyeliner for at least the inner corner so it doesn't bleed. What kind of eyeliner is this? That looks horrible, see? Trust the process. Because this looks like a hot mess. So they're definitely not twisters, dumbass. Sisters is what I meant to say, but they're close enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime. I always like to clean up my station of what I did with my eyes so that way I don't have a whole bunch of stuff all over my vanity, because you know that's a lot of makeup. But I'm gonna go ahead and start with my now I'm gonna do my foundation. I'm using the e.l.f. Power Grip. This is the new one. I feel like this one's a little bit more stickier than the other one, which is still fine because it helps with the longevity of your makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. It doesn't really have a smell to it, but it is super sticky. Super sticky. I guess tacky is a better word to say that. Some on my nose. I always have my foundation coming off on one side of my nose. Okay, so for my foundation, I mixed two. I mixed the e.l.f. CC cream and I used the Milani. Because I feel like yesterday I tried the e.l.f. by itself and I feel like it was not doing well alone, like with the e.l.f. products I put with it. I don't know why. It felt like every time I put concealer, it was taking off my foundation. So I'm gonna try to mix it and see if I get the best of both worlds or if not. We're gonna see. So I'm just gonna start. And it's obviously not my shade, but we're still gonna work with it. I need to get my NARS foundation back because that one has never failed me, ever. And even if my eyeshadow looked like crap, I still can depend on. Okay, so now that I look ridiculous, I'm not putting the foundation all the way up under my eyes because I don't want to have too much buildup. So for concealer, I'm using the e.l.f. Hydration concealer. This is in Fair Warm. I'm gonna put just a little bit, and then I'm gonna use another shade to highlight. I'm going to use the what am I doing? I'm using the the Allegro Pro Concealer, the one that I used to use as my eyeshadow base. I'm just gonna mix those two in. And blend out. I'm so excited to do. Okay, so now I'm gonna prime. I'm using the Pro Concealer in the shade Toffee. We're gonna go ahead and blend this out. with colors like this, I have to make sure that sometimes I put a lot of bronzer because they can sometimes make me look washed out. And just go back with the Beauty Blender if there's too much. Feels so good to not have my hair in my face today. I always have my hair up, but I have it like set in place like with gel and hairspray, so if makeup gets on it, okay, I need to do my nose contour. And I like this concealer specifically because it does not dry down too fast. Sometimes the e.l.f. concealers can dry down super fast, and it kind of just leaves like a mark there. So with these ones, I can take my time. This shade is probably a little bit too warm for my nose, but that's fine. So I was trying to say in my last video, I hate that when I have my hair down, or like this specifically, because if the makeup gets on my hair, it's kind of hard to take it off. Like I got right here and it looks like it's just all crusty and nasty. Okay, to set under my eyes and all the places that I highlighted, I'm using this e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder. I've been using this powder for under my eyes for a very long time, and I don't plan on changing. I've actually been trying a new product, but sometimes it makes it look shiny, so not fun. I'm gonna go ahead and use my small beauty blender just to get right in that tear duct or inner corner of my eye. Good in my nose crevices. That's the first thing to get oily on my face, is the crack in my nose. I remember when I was in high school, I used to never use powder. I only used cream. So every day after my period would end, I would put more concealer and more concealer. So I use the e.l.f. to set just under the eyes, that under the place that I highlighted, and I'm going to be using my translucent powder from Spun, and just put this all over my face. I usually use my Maybelline pressed powder or their loose powder, because I think it just works really well with my skin, but I am unfortunately out of my shade, so we're gonna have to use this one for now. Which is perfectly fine with me. Sometimes, because sometimes it can turn my foundation pink depending on what shade my foundation is. If it's too light, then it's definitely gonna turn pink, and I don't want to look pink. But I'm not trying to walk around like I have a mask on my face either, so. Okay, so I'm pretty much done setting this face, just making sure everything is locked in. I do not set my nose because the more powder I put on my nose, the more cakey it looks. So I'm just gonna leave that. I will set it with the actual contour shade instead of going with powder and powder and powder, because then it just makes my nose look super dry, and I don't want that. So I'm using this highlight and contour palette. It's by IBH Beauty. And I'm going, oh no, sorry, wrong page, wrong palette, this one too. I'm using Nesting, it's called Nesting Bitch Face palettes by Pretty Vulgar. And I'm going to be using this shade right here, which is just called Son of Abe, I'm guessing. Anyways, I think these ones are obviously new makeup brands that are coming out. My brush got messed up. Okay, I already did my nose contour. I just set it with that same powder. I pressed it in instead of wiping it, because I feel like if I wipe it, I'm gonna disturb my foundation, and we don't want to do that. So I'm using blush from the same brand, Ioni. This is what it looks like. super cute. This is their Halloween collection, I believe. So this blush doesn't actually have a name. No. But it looks like these. I love this shade, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let that bake. I'm just gonna, yeah, let it bake for a little bit. The pigment, yes. I love blush. Can never have enough. Yes, you can, because you can look like an absolute clown. But okay, so I'm just baking a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and use the same brand. This is an eye pencil in black. It is super creamy. Excuse me. So I'm gonna go ahead. I want you guys to see how creamy this is. Like, how could you not want that? It hasn't, well, I barely tried it yesterday. I don't see any bleeding, but I'm gonna keep testing it out. Look how black that is. Like, it just completely changed my look. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows because they are way too late for me. I'm just using a dark eyeshadow. Doesn't matter which eyeshadow. Let's see. I hate my brows this light. I feel like they went missing. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna smoke on my lower lash, and I think I'm gonna keep it like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and curl my eyelashes, my baby eyelashes. Oops. Don't you hate when you curl your eyelashes and then they look like little spider legs because they're like all crooked and bent? I'm using the e.l.f. mascara. This is in waterproof. So far, it really is waterproof. You know, some of them say they're waterproof and they're not, and they totally bleed. But this one has not given me a problem. Separates my lashes. It's super black. It does what it's supposed to, and it's cheap. I don't remember how much it was though. Spider. Now I like my lower lash line to look like spiders, but not the top part. I'm gonna go ahead and dust this off. And then, you know what? I just think I'll just spray my brush. I'm gonna use a highlight from the same brand. This one is even cuter. It's orange. This is what the highlight looks like. Again, these don't have names. It just says blush highlight. So, I'm gonna spray. I wasn't trying to get my eyes so that way the mascara doesn't bleed. I should just spray my beauty blender and do it that way. Spray all over your beauty blender, tap it on the back of your hand, and then just try to push in all the foundation. Go underneath the eye so that way it doesn't look all cakey. Okay, for my brush I'm using the GH30, and I'm gonna show you guys. Ooh. Shine bright like a diamond. Yes! This is so pretty. It looks like it's wet. I've been wanting to try the Rare Beauty one, and I also have not tried the Jaclyn Hill highlights yet, and I'm very upset about it. Look how pretty that is. A little bit on here. I'm gonna use a smaller brush to do my nose. Okay, so I'm using the same highlight just to go in my inner corner. Okay, I need a better highlight, a lighter highlight for my inner corner, but I'll use this as my brow bone highlight. It's because that area is a little bit too dark. So I'm gonna go ahead into the Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous palette, and we're gonna use this shade right here just to highlight in the inner corner. Much better. Don't worry, I'm gonna blend that out. I'm gonna wipe off my brush a little bit and then try to diffuse that. Okay, so I like to go in with another e.l.f. This is their felt tip eyeliners, and I like to emphasize my beauty marks, or if I have blemishes, I'll just make a fake beauty mark so that way you can't tell it's a blemish. I know so many people do that now, so I've been doing it for a while too, but people are like, why you have spots on your face? I actually have at least 10 beauty marks on my face. You can see them without makeup. So, I think I have one right here, one right here, one up here. I have this one that's right here. I'm gonna just put little ones wherever I can. That's pretty much it. Okay, so I'm gonna use my Morphe lip liner. This is in the shade Bite Me. I don't have a sharpener. I wish every lip pencil came with an actual sharpener on the bottom. Wouldn't that be so convenient? I wish I had lip filler, but oh well. Okay, for lipstick, I am using my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. This is in the shade London. I love this because it's so creamy and it's still, it doesn't make your lips look all crusty after a while. And I have my lashes drying right now. I'm using the lashes that I was talking about. This is what they look like. Super cute packaging. These are the natural medium full doll. So I'll show you guys how they look. Okay, so this is what the eyelashes look like and the makeup looks so far. Oh my god, I got powder all in my hair. But this is what it looks like so far. I'm actually really loving it. But the eyelashes I was talking about are these ones. You can obviously tell that I have a lot. So I also have these ones, super pretty. These ones are still new, so I obviously have not tried these ones yet. But like I said, they are from the 99-cent store, super affordable, $129. Their liner, these ones are obviously used. But I like that they give you, and these ones, oh shit. These ones too. The bands are super flexible. They're not super stiff where you can feel them on your eyelashes. They're very lightweight. So if you're somebody who is looking for very affordable eyelashes, I highly recommend these. Get as much as you can because sometimes they don't have a lot. So I like that they gave you a variety of eyelashes. They'll do medium, really long, crisscross, super short, super natural. So it all depends on your liking. So if I were you, I would definitely go and try some. Like I said, very inexpensive. Their other makeup that they have is also very inexpensive too, so if you get the chance to try it, I definitely will. But I hope you guys liked this makeup video, and I hope you guys continue to watch my videos. I will be putting out more content out. I'm gonna try to at least do a video every day if I can. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.